very good afternoon, and thank you so much for coming for this session. We were preparing for this presentation since few days, and I was thinking that where should I extract an inspiration from? So I started thinking that maybe I can think about this guy, he's a good presenter, or maybe this guy who's a good presenter, or maybe this guy who's supposedly a good presenter. So I thought that let's go to the internet and see if I can get some tidbits on how to present well to an august audience like this. The moment I opened internet, all I saw was wedding, wedding, wedding. So I thought, let me come out of internet and let me prepare something on my own. My name is Avanish. I'm founder of this company called Cantilever Labs. We are based out of Hyderabad. And this is what we have done all this while. We have been training, placing, assessing students. And we have trained, placed, assessed close to 165,000 students. Collaborated with close to 160 universities and colleges across the country. Some of the colleges we have collaborated is like all the IITs are working with us. IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, Kharagpur, Kanpur, Roorkee, Dhanbad, BITS Pilani, BITS Hyderabad. Other universities like SRM Chennai, Geetam Vizag, Symbiosis, JNTU Hyderabad, VNR Vignan Jyoti, Shivnadar University, CMR Tech Campus, Srinidhi, Geetam Bangalore, Geetam Hyderabad, and quite a lot of local colleges. So all in all, what we do is we typically work with students. But exactly what we do and how we do, I want to present that with a story that I wrote yesterday. So I want 1 minute of yours with me. Don't mind me, but here is a story that I wrote yesterday. And just hear this out once. After a break, when Ram resumed college, while he was in the process of decoding and solving the grand old puzzle with data structured in a way, asking, is engineering logical really? This question, sometimes with proper reasoning approach, can be proven as engineering is quants. This, of course, well can be communicated verbally, simply, but Ram and his college friends group discussions have a very case study and a very project-based approach involving no wisdom which is artificial, intelligence which is natural like a raindrop, winter view, sunshine, moon. This approach has no replacements as it is the best. This is what we do at Cantilever Labs. So all of you guys, if you are confused what we are doing, this is how it works. After a break, when Ram resumed college, while he was in the process of coding and solving the grand old puzzle with data structure, in a way, is engineering logical? This question sometimes with proper reasoning. Approach can be proven in engineering as quants. This, of course, well can be communicated verbal, as his college friends group discussions have a very case study and a very projects-based approach involving no wisdom which is artificial, intelligence which is natural, like a raindrop, interviews, sunshine, moon. This approach has no replacements as it is the best. And this is what we do at colleges. We do all this training program. We do coding, we do aptitude, we do group discussions, we do interviews, we do resume, and we start the placement journey from the day that I want to get placed till the very day when he or she gets placed. Typically, colleges collaborate with us in these factions. When some colleges collaborate with us for 2 semesters, that is 3-1 and 3-2, which is pure placement training. Some colleges do that foundation plus placement. They call us as early as second years, 2-1, 2-2, 3-1, 3-2. And some colleges collaborate with us from first year, and where we are doing academics plus foundation plus placements. And what we are doing coding, aptitude, interview, projects, and emerging areas. Everything that we do, every single training program that we do is completely offline training program where our mentors, our people, our subject matter experts are going to colleges, helping students learn. And most importantly, everything is backed by a solid project that needs to be built. It's not theoretical learning, because for that there is a nice website called google.com that normally takes care of, but everything that we do is completely physical. I'll just ask you one simple case study. I'll give you a case study that how Cantilever Labs work. 3 college students were sitting for a job interview and they were asked a simple question, what is 2 plus 2? College A student filled the whiteboard with a proof and said a unique solution exists. College B student did the calculation, graphed the result, said 3, but to be safe, I'll say 5. What will a Cantilever Lab student say? Any idea? A Cantilever Labs student locks the door, closes the curtain, and asks the interviewer, how much do you want it to be? And that is the kind of skill set, that is the kind of confidence that we are instilling in our students, that go out there, show the talent with a lot of confidence, and by all probabilities, not one, but many offer letters would be there in the bag. What we do, the entire dynamics of our training can be explained in this slide. We do live training. We do daily practice assignment. There is no point of training without any practice. We do big projects. There is mock test which is scheduled very beautifully. So there's a great learning happening. There's a great assessment track that is going on. We do exciting competition because only teaching, learning makes everything boring. We do a lot of industry talk and we bring a lot of corporate connection. And this is how we summarize what we do at Cantilever Labs. But as we started the company in 2018 when we meet more and more colleges. In fact, today also quite a few colleges, people came and said that they want something very interesting, which after entering this industry, I understood is called company-specific training. And every time a company is coming, for example, someone today said that there are 4 companies lined up, Accenture, Capgemini, Wipro, and Amazon. Can you come for company-specific training? The answer to that is obviously yes, it's sales, and we will be obviously doing it. But this is something that I'm seeing that over and over above, every college is looking for. And how many times will you call me? I was in a big university last week in Jalandhar. There are 900 companies, 650 hot companies. They cannot call us 650 times for company-specific training. So what exactly do we do? For example, every student in the world wants to work at Amazon, Microsoft, Google, or Apple. But every student in the world cannot work for Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Apple because you have to build yourself very, very strong to be in an organization of that repute and eminence. Let's take for a case study, if a student of your college wants to study at Amazon, or wants to work at Amazon, I normally give 2 tips before you even start thinking about your Amazon journey. First, before studying for Amazon, study Amazon. And second, when you meet a recruiter, talk to them in the language that they understand, not the language that you know. And on basis of these 2 things, we have built a tool which we feel is the last tool that is needed before a student is ready and the placement is about to come. Let's take an example for Amazon. When you are applying for Amazon, there are typically 3 things that you need. You need a tailor-made resume. A lot of time they say application tracking system, ATS friendly resume. Now what exactly is ATS? ATS is basically a word cloud. There was a point of time where writing projects like React and Node.js would cut it for you, but not anymore. Now you also need a front end, you also need a back end, you also need database, and you also need REST API. REST API is a classic terminology on which the ATS of Amazon is built. So build a resume which is good enough to cut through the Amazon. Okay. Second is write Amazon specific test. See the question papers that has been given by Amazon in the last 5 years and accordingly prepare. And third is connect with someone who's already working at Amazon so that your mock interview is done. And this entire product in which a company specific resume, company specific mock test, and a company specific interview is given is called Fulcrum. Now tomorrow you want to change Amazon to Microsoft, change it, the same thing can be done. You want to change it to Google, change it, the same thing can be done. You want to change it to Accenture, change it, the same thing can be done. A company-specific resume, a company-specific test, and a company-specific interview by someone who's already working at Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Accenture, ABC, JP Morgan, PQR, whatever it is, can be done. And that is what we have built, which is called Fulcrum, which is basically our Gen AI tool, which will do all the heavy lifting. We started the company in 2018. We are in an interesting space called EdTech, but I genuinely feel in the word EdTech, ed is more important than tech. For the first 4.5 years, we were focusing totally on ed, and last 2 years, we are building this tech tool, and that is how we complete the journey of Cantilever Labs. Fulcrum is built from the learnings that we gathered while training, mentoring, assisting close to 165,000 students from 160 colleges, and a product of that is Fulcrum. With this, I have come to an end of this presentation. I just want to give you a short story before we start. There was a village in which not much rain was happening. So the head of villager asked all the villagers to come tomorrow morning at the field and let's pray to the rain god. Every single villager came, but only one little boy came with umbrella. That is called faith. One boy was asking God, If my destiny is already written, then why should I make a prayer? Why should I make a wish? The God replied, because in some pages of destiny, I have written as you wish. So you should make the prayer and you should make the wish. And third one is, there was a group of frogs who were trying to come out of the well. One was trying really hard, but others were saying, don't go, you cannot do it. But he kept on trying and it came out. It turned out that frog was dumb and deaf. He could not hear. He thought others are encouraging while others were discouraging. With these three things, faith, belief, and trust, we have built Cantilever Labs, and we genuinely feel sales can go up and down, but services stay forever. And that is what Cantilever Labs is all about. Our vision is very simple. We want to make the world industry ready. We want to start with India, and we want to start with you guys. So thank you so very much, and thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank